That is not good news. That. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video on Project Vinnie, our 2004 Vivaro. Here it is in all its glory, just about squashed into the workshop. Yes, we're going high, as you can see. Oh, yes, we're high, because we're on the, oh, I can't see it very well here, sorry. We're on the dollies on the back, because I can't drive it in here, so I've got to jam it in and then squish it across, which is interesting because it's quite heavy. And basically I'll just put it on blocks at the front just so it's level, because today, obviously, you know, because of the title, but we're going to have a look at the gearbox oil. Now, those of you who know these vans, the Vivaro, Primastar and Traffic, they all share a lot of components. I believe the engine and gearbox is Renault. The gearboxes can be a little delicate, maybe. So, I mean, looking after your oil levels and etc. is probably quite important. I mean, this is the 5-speed, so it's probably the less delicate, a little less delicate than maybe the 6-speed. But when we did a service, noticed that the gearbox had a lot of oil on it. It's not dripping, but it is well coated in oil. If I can work out how to, I'll put a picture in here so you can see. But ultimately, in Renault's wisdom, they don't do the old-fashioned, I suppose it's old-fashioned now, I don't know, where you fill it up to the filler level and that's it full. No, that's too easy. You need a special dipstick to check the oil level in the gearbox, and it's made of unobtainium. Now, I've talked to a few people on forums about it, and basically what they said is the best thing to do really is give it a good clean down, because ultimately if it has been filled up to that fill point, there's too much oil in it and it could be coming out anyway, because it will find its way out, it'll push past seals because there's too much oil in it. So I don't know how much oil's in there. So what my thought process is, I don't know what you think, you guys, but what I was going to do is drain the oil, maybe see how much was in there. Hopefully there was too much and but it hasn't done any damage. That's why there's a leak. And then I'm going to put in the right amount, which I've been told is 2.4 litres. I've got some gearbox oil from, this is Euro Car Parts. It's what they listed for the van, so I've got 3 litres of that. So I'm going to put 2.4 litres in after I've cleaned it, and then run it for a while and see if I've got any leaks. I mean, if it comes out and I've got a lot more oil in there, hopefully, touch wood, it's just been blown out because there's too much oil. But anyway, and let's get on with it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'll go underneath, show you what we're looking at, and then I'll give it a clean up. So let's start by getting underneath that. Oh yeah, I need it a bit higher because I've got to get my belly under there. And I do apologise if I start sweating. In the UK at the moment, it's rather warm. For us, it's red hot. But I know for some of you guys out there, it's nothing. You're going through a lot worse than this. I mean, it's warm for us. But yeah, I hope you guys are all right where it's really hot. You stay safe. Let's get on with this. I'm always rabbiting on, sorry. So if you've never seen any of Vivaro or Traffic or Primastar, basically we've got this plate underneath here, and the gearbox is, oh, sorry, I just kicked something. It's up there, you can see it's quite mucky. But there's no drips, so it's not horrendous. But obviously we've got to get this under tray off, and it's quite simple. It clips under the back, under that little lever there, or not lever, but that clip, and then there's one bolt back there, another there, 3 across the front. Mine's been slightly modified because it pulled through, and then there's 2 on the other side. So I'm going to whoop that off, and then we'll get a look at the gearbox. Alright, that's it off back there. I use my nice little Makita 10mm, easy peasy. Once you've undone the bolts, you just slide the under tray towards you slightly. Well, sorry, drop the front down, slide it towards you, and it just comes off, and I've just chucked it in behind out the way. But I'm just shuffling under, so now see what I mean about my gearbox. It's a bit mucky, do apologise about shadows. Yeah, but that is the fill point there, and the drain point, I think, is that one there. Can you see that? Now it's probably a square drive, same as the sump, which I didn't originally have. There's the sump, the engine sump. So I'm presuming, yes, I'm presuming it's the same. But yeah, as you can see, it's a bit mucky. So ultimately, I couldn't see where it was leaking from before because it is quite mucky. I'm going to give it a good clean and get back to you in a minute. And if you do like what we're doing here and it helps you and you find it informative, please take a couple of seconds to give us a thumbs up, help the channel grow. We do appreciate it. Thank you. Cleaning wise, I'm just using this brake and clutch cleaner from Euro Car Parts. We'll see how we get on. And like I said earlier, I got the oil from them as well. They had a special on, so I got it, and I've got some other oil for doing another service on it because it was so mucky. There we go. So that's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, we're not going for show, obviously, but if we've got any leaks, we should be able to see where they come from now. That's the idea. I've done as far up as I could. Obviously, I could take the whole front off, but I don't want to. So I think we should be able to see what's going on here. So next is, well, let's get that one out. I've actually pre-loosened that. So it should come out nice and easy. Well, it does come out nice and easy. You can see I haven't cleaned the top very well. That's all I can get in. Yes, but I'll give it a clean when it comes out, I promise. And then I suppose we need to... That's very dry. Take some plug out and see what happens. So I'll put you on a little tripod just there and let's see if it's as tight as the sump plug was, because that was tight. Right, we've got a nice clean bowl, well, clean enough for what we want, and a little adapter which I got from Halfords. This is 8mm, I think, I said, wasn't it? 8mm, so 8mm square. I haven't got any gloves on, so we'll see what happens. I'm saying that I should put a glove on, really, shouldn't I? This is transmission food, it's going to be horrible. Sorry if I'm in your way. Oh! But this is a lot more sensible than sump plug. I don't know, I'm out of breath. I do apologise, I don't know why. Let's see what happens. It's coming, it's coming. Not coming home, but it's coming. Ooh. Is that it? Right. Well, it doesn't seem a lot. Let's leave it for a bit and see how much comes out, shall we? Well, that's all drained out, and oh, sorry, I shook you. Unfortunately, that is not good news. I would say that there's definitely not 2.5 litres in there. So we need to find this leak. There's nothing obvious that I can see. They do put a sticker on it once you've cleaned it off saying that, which is upside down, but do not overfill, or do not fill by overflow, see gearbox MR. Right, let's we got to put some 2.5 litres in there. Oh, sorry, I'm flashing you. That is not going to be easy from below, so I think I'm going to try and get a pipe with a funnel from above and do it that way. Just rigged up a pipe to go in there, and it goes up and into the engine bay. but I've got to find a funnel for it. Bear with. Yes, so we definitely don't have 2.4 litres in there. Now I've run the magnet around and hang on, let's just dab off the oil. And that is pretty good. There's actually, I can't see any metal on it. Well, there's a little bit, but I wouldn't worry about that. That's only a tiny little bit. Yeah, I can't find a funnel either, but luckily these come with a little tube, so I'm going to shove that down in there and fill it up, and the last 0.4 litre I might open up the first bottle and actually measure it in, so then I know exactly what I've got and what I'm putting in. Let's dump some oil in it then. This hopefully should be alright. Oh god, he says. Just about fits. Right, that's one. Let's get the other 1.5 in. Right, so that is our 2.4 litres of gearbox oil. Just gonna take this pipe out and then put the plug back in down there. Let's just pull this pipe out. Find a bit of dribble of oil in there and put it down out of the way, and then put in our plug. Two grunts. Perfect. That's it done for now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the under tray off and run it around for a bit and see where and if, I'm guessing where, this oil leak is coming from. Like I said earlier, I can't see anything obvious. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to leave this. I'll see if we get an obvious leak quickly. If I do, I'll add it to the end of the video. If not, we might have to do another video on how to sort of fix this leak. Well guys, that's it for today. We're going to have to drive this thing around a little bit, see if the leak sort of shows itself up. I've left the under tray off, like I said. Now, there might be some confusion about how much oil goes in the gearbox. I've put 2.4 litres in, but various places say 2.4, various places say 2.6 to 2.7 litres. Now I've actually phoned up the Vauxhall dealer and I am waiting on the confirmation of how much I should be putting in. If it's 2.6, 2.7, I'm going to put a bit more in. I won't show you that because it's just what we've done. And when I find out, I'm going to put here how much they recommended for this vehicle. About there somewhere, hopefully long enough for you to read. There. I would suggest, if you're doing this job, maybe do the same thing. Confirm with Vauxhall, with your vehicle, what it should take. Because like I say, these gearboxes seem to be quite delicate, so let's look after them, eh? Anyway, enough waffling on. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up, please. Think about looking us up on Instagram, larks_workshop. Always sneaky peeks and other stuff we don't show on here. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along on another Vinnie adventure. And I hope to see you next time. Weird. Cheers then. Oh well, that's where all the gearbox oil went then. Great. I'm just going to use some of this. Ah, sorry. Oh God, sorry for you with headphones on. That was a lot more sensible. Oh, sorry. Ah. And it's made of unobtainable. Unobtainable